Hey guys, Richard here. Today in this video is now part 2 on the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. And today is part 2. Um, oh god. So sorry if I'm just like tired at the moment. It's just because I recently got home at like 5 in the morning, 5:30, somewhere in there. Around 5:30, so only 20 minutes of sleep, not much, but I was super exhausted. Exhausted like hell. And I've been so busy for like the whole night. And I'm gonna have to get rest tonight, because I'm pretty much gonna be going at the same exact time for work. And I'll be only working 5 days. Now, I know I said that I was only going to do YouTube for the weekends, but I decided I will also continue doing it more on the working days before I start working. So in other words, I will be doing YouTube before I'll have to like get ready for work, which I'll be heading off to like in a couple hours time. But I might do more in the weekend. Just don't know when, but at some point I will. So yeah, so today in this video is part 2 on the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. So without any further ado, let's get started. But before I do, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you are alerted of when I make new uploads. Alright, without any further ado, let's get cracking. So let's get cracking. Here we go. So the 1994 to 1997 Series 2 3000 GT run. Here we go. So there's not much information on it, but it's decent enough. Alright, here we go. Facelift models were internally designated. Z15A, 2WS, I think that's two-wheel steering, I think, and Z16A. So facelift models were internally designated Z15A, so Z15A, 2WS, I believe that's two-wheel steering, I think, and Z16A, which is 4WS, which I believe is four-wheel steering, I think. I don't know. I might be wrong. Presumably, like, I don't know. It might be four-wheel steering, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Anyways. And featured a revised front bumper to accommodate projector beam headlights and small round projector fog lights. They were unveiled in August 1993 in Japan and gradually made their way to other markets as the earlier cars sold out. Some markets, such as the UK, for example, did not get these models until as late as 1996. So 1996. That was the year they got it, 1996. The caps on the hood were replaced with integrated sheet metal blisters, and revised side air vents, and rear bumpers were added. The interior was redesigned with dual airbags, a new audio system, and revised air conditioning. So a revised air conditioning system. The engines in the twin turbo models received an increase to 320 horsepower, which is pretty good, and an increase in torque from 416 to 427 newton. So from 416 to 427 newton-meters, which is 416 to 427 newton-meters, which is 307 to 315 pound-feet. When MIVC, Mitsubishi Innovative Valve Timing Electronic Control System, variable valve technology, so variable valve technology was introduced in 1995, and as a result, Japanese models received an increase in torque, but the power rating remained unchanged at 276 horsepower. So 276 horsepower. The VR4 model now included a six-speed Getrag manual. So a Getrag 6-speed manual. So that's good. With revised gear ratios. Larger wheel and tire combinations were available beginning in 1995. The standard and SL models, or the base and SL model, received 16-inch wheels in either silver or chrome. In 225, so 225/55, so 225/55 tires, while the VR4 now had 18-inch chrome wheels with 245/40 tires. The Spider had the same 17-inch with higher profile tires from 1994 to handle the additional 180 kilo, 400 pounds of weight. With subsequent price increases, features were discontinued. The tunable exhaust was phased out after the 1994 model year. The ECS after the 1995 model year, and the active aerodynamics disappeared after 1996. This was also when Chrysler ceased sales of the Dodge Stealth captive imports, and for the remainder of its life only Mitsubishi badged versions were available. Now we got the Spider Edition. Both Chrysler and Mitsubishi worked with ASC, American Specialty Cars, to engineer and convert 3000 GTs into retractable hardtops, marketed as the Spider SL and Spider VR4 for both 1995 and 1996 model years. In 1995, Mitsubishi's 3000 GT Spider was available in 4 color combinations: red with gray leather interior, black with ivory leather interior, white pearl with gray, and I can't really say this word right. Martinique. I can't really say it well, but it's spelled Martinique, yellow with ivory leather interior. How do you even pronounce this word? Martinique, there we go. Martinique yellow with ivory leather interior. In 1996, the 3000 GT Spider was available in red with a tan interior, black pearl with a tan interior, white pearl with a tan leather interior, and green pearl with a tan leather interior. SL Spiders were only available with an automatic gearbox, while the VR4 Spider was only available with a 6-speed manual. I go with the manual version. It's available with a 6-speed manual. Now we got the GTO MR edition. The GTO MR model appeared in the Japanese market in August 1994. The Mitsubishi Racing, or MR or nickname. So the Mitsubishi Racing, or MR nickname, has been used on a few other performance Mitsubishis, such as the Lancer Evo, and usually meant a lighter model. The GTO MR was essentially a lightweight GTO twin-turbo that deleted 4-wheel steering, ABS, ECS, and active aero. I think ECS was an electronic control system, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. So there's that, and then active aero, but was mechanically identical to the normal GTO twin turbo, aside from a final drive ratio of 4.154. Chassis numbers for the MR start. So chassis numbers for the MR start with Z15A. This lowered the weight of the MR edition to 1,650 kilos, which is 3,638 pounds. The all-wheel drive system featured in the MR received the same 45% front, 55% rear split ratio as the other turbo models. Best Motoring, a Japanese TV program about Japanese cars, featured the 1994 GTO MR in an hour-long program where it beats the lighter R32 Skyline GTR over a mile in acceleration. Now we got the Beckenbauer edition. In 1994, Mitsubishi released a limited edition version of what was now the previous generation 3000 GT, branded as Beckenbauer edition, honoring Franz Beckenbauer, who was a German professional football player. So football player, manager, and official, nicknamed Der Kaiser, which is known as the Emperor. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, and is one of 9 players to have won the FIFA World Cup, the European Championships Cup, and the Ballon d'Or. Can't really pronounce that, but it's a French word, and it means golden ball. Beckenbauer was a versatile player who started out as a midfielder but made his name as a central defender. He's often credited as having invented the role of the modern sweeper, which is known as the libero, which is Italian for free. Libero means free in Italian. Then we got the Beckenbauer edition run. In 1994, Mitsubishi released a limited edition of what was now the previous generation 3000 GT, branded as Beckenbauer edition, honoring Franz Beckenbauer. All were painted Lamborghini yellow and were equipped with a Rimac Sports exhaust system, OZ Futura rims, and numbered plates signed by Beckenbauer, and a C-Netz, I can't really pronounce that, but it's C-NETZ or NETZ mobile phone system. Only 30 were made, sold through 1995. So Beckenbauer was born September 11th, 1945, died January 7th, 2024. Almost 3 months ago. May rest in peace, pal. So, Ron Beckenbauer edition. In 1994, Mitsubishi released a limited edition of what was now the previous generation 3000 GT, branded as Beckenbauer edition, honoring Franz Beckenbauer. All were painted Lamborghini yellow and were equipped with a Rimac Sports exhaust system. Kind of almost the same kind of or similar identical Rimac exhaust system that was for Brian's Subaru, which I talked about months ago, from Fast and Furious, the fourth movie from 2009. So equipped with a Rimac Sports exhaust system, OZ Futura rims, and a number plate signed by Beckenbauer, and a C-Netz mobile phone system. Only 30 were made, sold through 1995. Now got reception. The redesign of the second gen 3000 GT brought it up to date, especially through the loss of pop-up headlights, which were pretty cool at that time, and the front strut caps, and resulting a smoother hood or bonnet. The tunable exhaust system was phased out phased out in 1995, and the active aerodynamics was phased out in 1996. A notable change was the brake redesign. Facelift models received 2-piston rear brake calipers and larger front brakes that showed no sign of fading under heavy use, unlike the earlier models, which they suffered from that. Braking distances improved slightly. The new 6-speed manual was geared well, and paired with both the extra horsepower and torque, allowed the car to out-accelerate its rivals from a standing start. These changes made all models lighter. The VR4 was now 3,737 pounds, So 3,737 pounds. So 3,737 pounds. That's 1,695 kilos, less than 1.7 tons. And the SL, 3,263 pounds. So 3,263 pounds for the SL, which is 1,480 kilos, less than 1.5 tons. 1,500 kilos, it's not bad. It's a pretty decent amount. It's at 3,737 pounds. Oh yeah, so these changes made all models lighter. The VR4 was now 3,737 pounds, and the SL 3,263 pounds. Road tests at the time showed the second gen 3000 GT VR4 to be capable of 0 to 100 km/h, 0 to 60 miles an hour in between 4.8 and 5.4. So 4.8 and 5.4 seconds. 4.8 to 5.4 seconds, and a quarter mile time in 13.5 seconds at 163. So 163 to 169 kilometers an hour, which is 101 to 105 miles an hour, making it faster in a straight line than the Nissan 300ZX twin turbo. I think it's the Z32, and the Mazda RX-7 twin turbo. Though heavy, it was comfortable. It was both comfortable and easy to drive fast. Thanks to the ample power, it could be taken around a track quickly with noted understeer and a lack of feedback. Now we got the graph showing the model name and the engine and the peak power and the peak torque and what RPM it is going through. First off is the Dodge Stealth, is what it's kind of based on almost, which is almost the same car. So both in the US and Canada, it had a single overhead cam, 12-valve V6, making 160 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, which is 250 newton meters, 184 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. Now we got the Mitsubishi 3000 GT, 3000 GT SL, 3000 GT SL Spider in the US, the Mitsubishi GTO, so GTO SR in Japan, and then the Dodge Stealth RT, Dodge Stealth RT from both the US and Canada. This time has a dual overhead cam, 24-valve V6. So that makes a lot more power than before. It makes at 6,000 RPM, 223 horsepower, which is not really bad, but it makes a bit more torque. 277 pound-feet, not pound-feet, sorry. 277 newton meters. Say 277 newton meters it was. Sorry for the setup, sorry. And 204 pound-feet at 4,500 or 4,500 RPM. Now we got the Mitsubishi GTO twin turbo and the GTO MR, which has got a dual overhead cam, same dual overhead cam, 24-valve V6, but with twin turbos to it. It's now got a 6,000 RPM, 276 horsepower, and it's making 427 newton meters, 315 pound-feet at 2,500 RPM. And now we got the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. So Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 Spider in the US, and the Dodge Stealth RT twin turbo from both the US and Canada. It's got the same DOHC 24 valve V6 twin turbo engine, making this time 320 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. So 6,000 RPM, and makes the same 427 newton meters, 315 pound-feet of torque at 2,500 RPM. So horsepower at 6,000 RPM, and torque at 2,500, which is 2,500 RPM. Alright, and that is it. So from the next part will be part 3, presumably, which has not got that much information on there anyway. And that will be the last part on the 3000 GT. So the next one will be from 1997 to 2000. That's for the Series 3. VR4 3000 GT. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take a bit of a break. If you guys like this video, like it, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you are alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Alright, so that's gonna end it there. I'll see you guys in the next video soon, but until then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Take care folks, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.